that, I welcome you to Split 2 Clio SoF League Race Spa-Francorchamps Split 2. We are racing, ladies and gentlemen. We are racing. John Duncan on pole. I was on P2. Blinking car on P3. 19 cars here in the second split. There's already quite a bit of action back there with Bustami, I believe it was. Someone is pretty wide there. This is still in LeBron, but so far everyone survives the first corner at least. Welcome, Split 2, Week 12 season finale, Spa-Francorchamps. Yesterday we saw an eventful top split race that decided the overall championship.
Hey.
And Maddie Sinclair talking to me. Meanwhile, I attack John Duncan for the lead. And I am through. We don't see it. We are focused on Dan Thornton and Mateusz Kuchia. Mark Kelly in P10 on the outside against Adam Brockton. I believe, yes, it's Adam Brockton. We have two blinking cars, blinking like crazy, which causes bit of trouble in the timetable to the left, but I am leading the race after getting in P2. Maddie Sinclair also overtakes John Duncan, and then it's a bit difficult. McLachlan in P4, Jack Davis, James Steer, Neil Todd, Dan Thornton, Mateusz Kuchia and Mark Kelly finishing out the top 10. Someone is going super wide. Was able to see who it was. I believe it was Tomacek. Not 100% certain on this though. So yeah, I am leading the race, but big but in terms of raw pace here in Spa, I am not the favorite. The fastest lap this week we have seen from these drivers. He is in P5 and that is Jack Davis. So keep an eye out on him. Mateusz Kuchia, Mark Kelly, James Turking, all close together. Here in Blanchiment, we are on board with Mark Kelly. Goes a bit wide, but so far so good. Maybe there's no room. There is no room. And Thornton goes wide. And Mateusz Kuchia also goes wide. Now please safe rejoins, ladies and gentlemen. That is okay. Seems also okay. And James Steer, Jack Davis and McLachlan, who blinks like crazy. This is so irritating as a driver. You never know, when will he return, when will he disappear, where is he when I try that move. It's nothing you like to see. But Jack Davis is through, and now it will be interesting if he can repeat his pace from earlier races and gain against the top 3. He has the pace for it. Definitely has the pace. We cannot trust the timetable because of the two blinking cars. One of them is already out. It seems that was Dylan LeBron 3 wide at the end of the camel, and they touch. This is not that unexpected after getting there 3 wide. Jack Davis now he's trying to get away from this. Here, look, I mean it's hell on earth for James Steer, for Neil Todd, for James Turking, Mark Kelly, and all the others. But you have to race nevertheless. Two cars going wide there, but I don't think there was touching. I believe they both made the same mistake at the same time. Oh my goodness. What happened there?
Excellent, you're on your back now.
Maddie Sinclair talking a lot. We heard him in the opening stages of the race. He is chasing the race leader while also being chased by John C. Duncan. John J. Duncan, I believe it was. Sorry. And this is a pack. This is a pack. This is James Steer, who lost many positions because of the contact that included, I believe, James Turkington and... oh god, who was the second? I really don't know. I'm sorry. And Maddie Sinclair is through, and he celebrates like we didn't see it because Bustami also lose. Oh, this is not a good rejoin. This is not a good rejoin. And ooh, Lockup Patrick strikes again.
Whoops.
Yeah, whoops indeed. And oh, speaking of whoops, another whoops.
Thank you.
Yeah, we have. Ooh, look at this. Look. I lost a massive amount of time. What happened? We haven't seen it. I had a brake problem in the bus stop.
Mate, let's go too fast so we can't catch us again.
Yeah. He's talkative. Good thing. Yeah, I had a braking issue into the bus stop, which got Maddie Sinclair past me, and then I had one of my infamous Patrick lockup moments, and all I wanted to achieve is do not touch John or Maddie. So I lifted off the brake to get rid of the locking and drove straight between the two. It was, I believe it was super tight, but didn't touch them, and that was the most important thing for me, because this was no, just no. But yeah, like I said, I was leading, but from raw pace and everything, I didn't feel like I was the favorite or something like that. I felt that John and Maddie and Jack were much more comfortable around here in Spa-Francorchamps. Meanwhile, Mark Kelly, he is fighting. He started in P14. He is now in P6. Excellent job. Jonathan Altman, I believe we have seen him in the Donington Park video in the second split, if I remember correctly. Neil Todd, that is with Lachlan McLachlan. The heavily blinking car, it's real hard to see if there is actually a little bit of bump drafting there. All good. There's a group of 4, sometimes 3. Oh no! Put your brakes on! Oh no, this is bad. This is even worse! Oh my god, Neil Todd goes flying, and thank god this is just a video game. Oh my goodness gracious. This is definitely one for the replay at the end. We saw a Clio flying in Belgium. Not a sight you want to see. And meanwhile, Jack Davis, like I said, I kept having problems with the... I cannot talk anymore. With the brakes, and Jack Davis wanted to take the opportunity to get past me. Battle for P3. I'm on the inside, Jack Davis on the outside. Who will brake later? Who will trust the other? Will both trust each other? Another teeny tiny lockup by myself. I really don't know what happened there during the race. I said afterwards I made mistakes for all of the top 4. They were all with me. Good for John Duncan and Maddie Sinclair, who got away from myself and Jack Davis. We are here with Aiden Mitchell. who is behind Mark Kelly, who is behind of James Turkington. We have a good look.
The bump draft works.
The bump draft works, I believe James Turkington said. We have seen him in... No! I drove with him in Thruxton, but this was a race... I didn't do videos back then, so... Oh, Jack Davis, look! Showing his front a little bit just to maybe pull myself into making another mistake. And by the amount of mistakes I did in this race, this was a good strategy. Reminds me a little bit of what I have tried to do with Russell Bright in Lime Rock. Showing my nose here and there, maybe forcing an error, which eventually happened for Russell back then in Lime Rock. Watch the video, it's a good one. And now the roles are reversed with me being the one that probably gets into pressure by making a mistake because Jack is faster. Here we have 3 cars again. Turkington, Mitchell, Kelly. I stay in front of Jack. No, this was when I made the mistake. I made another mistake into the bus stop, went wide, and Jack Davis got through. Like I said, putting on the pressure to put the other into making a mistake. Patrick made mistake number, I believe it was 7 in this race. And thus, the guy started in P2 that got into the lead now is only, quote unquote, only in P4. Oh, what happened? Oh. This is Mark Kelly. He has no front bumper. There was touching between him and James Turkington. Eventful race around James Turkington. He was at least near the incident with James Steer, who is now back in P8. Mark Kelly in the pits as a result of that touch. Vladislav Tomacek and Jonathan Altman fighting for the final spot in the top 10. Less than 2.5 minutes left. Victor Soria, a name I'm not familiar with, against James Steer, a name I am familiar with. We have seen James Steer in many races this season. Aiden Mitchell goes wide and Turkington says, thank you, I am now in P5. Trying to chase the car that makes mistakes after mistakes after mistake. Which is me. Yeah. But man, what happened there with Neil Todd? This was a fly for the ages. Oh my goodness gracious, I still can't believe that we saw a Clio flying there. Like I said, definitely something for the replay highlights afterwards. After talking about standings and all the good stuff. Altman, Tomacek still fighting for P10. Altman has the higher iRating, bit over 300 more. But Tomacek, so far, he's doing his job, defending that P10. And when we take a look at the top, Duncan still leading in front of Maddie Sinclair, Jack Davis, and myself, who slowly got into a sort of a rhythm, but too little too late. 15-minute races are races where when you make 2 big mistakes, and I would even say I had 3 big mistakes, 2 in bus stop and the 1 in La Source, it's too much. It's too much to get a win or a podium. So I settled for P4 and hope that my amount of mistakes would finally reach their limit. A Aiden Mitchell, he is showing the lights to Turkington. I don't know if there's something, maybe they had a little bit of touching. Maybe he just wants to show him, hey boy, I'm there. I'm on the outside. Turkington presses him a little bit, but so far so good. Mitchell, Turkington, and Turkington stays in P5. But as long as they keep fighting, the guy in P4 is pretty happy. Matty Sinclair trying it. He wants that race win. He has a few wins in Split 3, now a race win in Split 2 to finish the season. Be nice. Would be nice. And down to Pouin. He shows himself. He is fast here in Spa. He feels comfortable. James Turkington, Aiden Mitchell. Mitchell tried it. Tries it again inside of Pouin. Will be there a counter-attack by James Turkington? I don't think so. Or it's a dive bomb for the ages, which I don't hope will happen. Matty Sinclair still looking. His front bumper is a bit dented, but he will be fine, I believe. Battle for P5 still Turkington and Aiden Mitchell, who got past him. And Tomacek and Altman still fighting for P10. All race long, it seems. But we want battles, we want fights. And these two are delivering on that front. Altman, he seems to be a bit faster, but... Oh, why are we showing myself there? I did nothing.
Nicely done, mate. Nicely done.
And John Duncan wins. Matty Sinclair congratulates him. Jack Davis well earned P3.
Well done, everyone. James Turkington, you can suck off.
Ooh, maybe I have to.
Good job, you three. Good job. You deserved it. I made mistakes for like 15 other drivers. Good job. You three, sorry, not two.
Yeah, like I said, I made mistakes for like 15 other drives. I was not happy with my performance, but I take a P4. Not the worst thing in the world. But yeah, now we are waiting for the drivers to arrive. We have no car in the pit standing, so we will get the results screen, not like in Split 1 where we had one car in the pits, which caused the final results to not show up. And here we have John Duncan, good race. Jack Davis, good race. Patrick, good start. Oops, I touched the volume there by accident. It's fine. But yeah, Split 2 is coming to an end for the 7th season of the Clio Cup SoF League. We had many different race winners. Here's Dan Thornton. He had an eventful race. Mark Kelly, he had an eventful race. And he let us know about it. And now we're waiting for Is Bustami and the flying Neil Todd to finish the race. Like with Split 1, it's the end of the season. Let's wait and let them return to the pit series. Bustami and Neil, the unlucky one, in P18. And here are the top 10. Duncan, Sinclair, Davis, myself, Mitchell, Turkington, McLachlan, Steer, Sori, and Kochia. Wait. Oh, I know what's caused me thinking that the Altman versus Tomacek was for P10. It was the blinking car all the time. Oh my goodness gracious. Good battle nevertheless. And Jack Davis, he made a cool video on his YouTube channel showing some of his season highlights. Give it a look. James, if you're watching this, put it in the comments or whatever. Give it a look. It's a good video and a good way to finish off Split to racing for the Clio Cup. It was a fun season, wasn't it? And like in Split 1, the cars coming back, Maddie, Davis, and myself doing the full victory lap at the end. And now let's take a look at the standings. And here we are at the final championship standings. We took a closer look at the championship battle and all that in the top split video yesterday, so we focus on our, as I like to call them, split 2 heroes. And there it was super tight, because if we take a look, Maddie Sinclair beats me for it by 1 single point. Super close. Maddie Sinclair in P13, myself in P14. But I'm still happy. I'm super excited for this entire season and hope I can repeat this next season as well. Other split 2 heroes, there are quite a few. Jack Davis in 16, Mark Kelly 17, Neil Todd 18, James Steer 19. They are all here, and this is super. This is a bunch of drivers on a similar-ish level, and great competition. Even though let's not talk about Neil's race any longer. I still feel for him after what we have seen. I feel bad for using that crash in the thumbnail, but I'm lost for words for what we have seen there. Good driver, just super unlucky. Man, take a look. 12, 13, 14, 14. There are good results in there, but the later half is unlucky beyond belief. Mateusz Kuchia, P27. He was there every single week, with the highlights being the 2 P17s early on in Okayama and Thruxton, but he was there every week, and this is awesome. Awesome for P27. Our race winner, John J. Duncan, P34. He appeared twice, made an impact twice. Oh no, he was there 3 times. I totally overlooked the second race in Okayama. I was so excited to see that, the 2 good results, but yeah, maybe we will see more from him next season as well. And from today's race, we have James Turkington and then Thornton in 48 and 50. Thornton has appeared in the last 3 races. This race was a bit unlucky. Turkington also drove in Thruxton. And we also have a split 3 driver from this race. Like I said, sadly no replay for that race. But Vasil, he was in the split 3 race. He finishes the season in P44. But now let's take a look at this unofficial. I always repeat that just to be sure that these are just fan-made, so to speak. Don't you love it when you record something and you recognize a mistake in your data? Yeah, I have to redo this split 2 only championship standing part again, because while recording and commentating on it, I noticed that I forgot to add drop rounds for 2 drivers, which affects their points, of course, but not their position, luckily. So, yeah, definitely first take. So, let's take a look. Jack Davis wins the split 2 only championship by 11 points, not with 3 points as I mentioned in the part that you did not hear, luckily. Maddie Sinclair, 8 results in second split puts him into P2. Congratulations. Neil Todd, 9 results, 1 drop round. Yeah, let's not talk about this anymore. I don't want to dump on a driver I have mad respect for. And let's talk about the guy in P4, and this is me. It's always about me. I miss out on P3 by one singular point because part of the reason of it is I only have 6 results in split 2. I have 2 in split 3, I have 3 in split 1, but not enough in split 2 to actually fight for this unofficial fan-made title I created. So yeah, P4 for me, but good thing, the only driver that drove in split 3, split 2, and split 1 this season altogether was me. Many guys jump between 1 and 2 or 2 and 3. Like James Steer started in split 3, now a mainstay in split 2. Same for Maddie Sinclair. But I was the only one that drove in all 3 splits. So yeah, enough of me, please. Mateusz Kuchia also has drop rounds as he participated in 10 split 2 races. Nice. And overall, we had 105 drivers in the split 2 races. Great number. But once again, congratulations to Jack Davis, Maddie Sinclair, and Neil Todd to get 1, 2, and 3 in this fun little side attraction I created to give split 2 mainly a bit something to fight for, even if it's just a fun thing I did because I was bored. So yeah, enough of this. Definitely first take. I will leave you now with the last highlights of the season. I really hope you enjoyed not only this race, but the broadcasts of all the races I did. And the plan for next season is to do what I started at the end of the season all the way through. Split 1, split 2, maybe even split 3 races if I get the replays. I would love to commentate all those races, but for now, we are done. I will leave you with the highlights, and I wish you, wherever you are, whatever time it is, a good day. Goodbye.